Hey guys, what's up? I'm Brian. I figured out the best way to set up your airflow for a Bitfenix Prodigy M, and I did it Chanley style. Anyway, I've been noticing a lot on the Bitfenix forums that people are asking what's the best way to set up the fans for Bitfenix Prodigy M. A lot of them having heat issues, and I had the same problems. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some close-ups and some run-throughs of the parts that I got to help lower temperatures and increase the airflow. I did post a lot of the pictures on my Facebook, but I feel like I need to do this video just to help spread the word. So I figured I'll start bottom up, and the first thing I did is I took half a sheet of paper. If you fold a piece of paper in half, take it and stick it under the front feet like this, and I press it, or this is actually on a carpeted surface, so the carpet helps push it up. And I press it up, and it creates like a little seal in the front, so that all the air coming out of the power supply ends up in front of the case and not getting pulled back in through the bottom. Next up, I have two 120mm fans. I think they're just the regular Spectra fans. The only way to upgrade the airflow here would be upgrading to a 230mm fan. And then you'd really only be adding maybe like 10 CFMs of air max, unless you find a really good 230mm fan. Right here I have a 140mm fan cooling the CPU. Got a 140mm fan exhausting the heat out the back. Now here's where I decided to go a little bit unconventional and weird. I got a slim 140mm fan and I attached it just above the power supply as an intake from the front, and basically I just put it in there to help draw in cold air from the front to help push it past the GPUs, so that the GPUs are less likely to recycle their own hot air through and through, because there's very little space and very little airflow right in that area. Moving on to the back, I actually took a couple of old 35mm fans out of my Asus collection. You could easily put 140mm back there, but I only had 35mm on hand. I put those back there just to basically help draw the air out that's being pushed in through the front. And I really did notice at least a 2 or 3 degree drop around the GPUs. It was very nice. Lastly, the final thing I did is I added two 12mm thick fans that are 120mm in the top. Part of the reason I did this is if you look right here, there's plenty of empty space past the GPUs to help get air into the case. And with the, the 13 to 15mm gap between the filter on the top and the GPU, the bottom GPU slash top GPU wasn't getting enough air. So really this just helped overall keep the cards cooler, and it was definitely worth the investment. That was a really up close and personally intimate view of my wire work and my computer construction, so please don't judge me too harshly. I'm getting better, but I'm still pretty new at, caring about wire runs. Other than that, I really hope that that showing you what fans I put inside this case to help drop the temperatures helps you figure out something that you want to do, or if you even want to copy this, I'll put the link down below with some of the fans I ordered. Other ones I just bought from Fry's, so you're going to have to do some searching on your own. At idle, sitting in the room, this thing can be anywhere between 22 and 29 degrees Celsius. When we're watching TV or movies on it, I've seen it go up to maybe 35 or 40, depending on how labor intensive the movie is or how long we're watching TV for on it, because this is my HTPC. And the highest temperatures I've seen were while playing Aliens Isolation, it hit 55 degrees Celsius inside the case. It really is a very, very good upgrade. Before I added the fans, it would sit between 65 and 70 during gaming, and even at a very, very scary 90. But that was when the fan controller failed, and yeah, well, let's just say I'm glad everything still works. Either way, I really do hope this helped you guys out. Go ahead and check out my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Twitch. If you guys are on my Facebook, I try to post pictures of my builds and updates and things like that. I don't always make videos, so that might help you in the future. And anyway, thanks for tuning in to the best way to cool a Prodigy M, Chanley style.